Hello, hello, hello. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Aproko Hour on Friday, 18th of August. It has been one of those weeks. Thank you so much for joining us. I know you all have things to do, but you know how we do on Aproko Hour. We like to set the world right. This evening, we have quite a few stories for you. I can tell you before this actually started a few hours ago, it was like, we have nothing to talk about though, we have nothing to talk about though. And then all of a sudden, there was just a whole bunch of story of people messing up and doing all sorts and whatnot. So I'm actually quite glad we have a lot for you this evening. um I am just going to give you our dialing numbers. Now, for you to dial into the UK, you need to call 0330 998 1261. If you're calling from America, you dial the number 712-770-4032. And if you are calling from Nigeria, you dial 1-440-5024. And in every one of these instances, you're going to need a code. It is 264812. So now let me introduce myself. Obviously, it's not the usual Miss Rachel. I am Bimbo, your host. I am the lady with a voice for radio and a face for billboards. Yes, I said it. I have to put my own business out there. Anyway, so to get started, we have a lot to discuss this evening. So this week, it's been marriages just scattering everywhere. We have the Van-Lare, Lare, whatever their name is called. We have the Van-Lare people with their business. We have our Olori, the supposed Yoruba mother. She's not a Yoruba mother. And we've got the ASUU strike. We've got man killing his wife and people getting acquitted of fraud, or rather not being found guilty of fraud, which is the same, I suppose, same as acquitting them. Anyway, as we do, you know that I do not, and we do not just talk here ourselves. We have a whole bunch of people that join us, and to begin with, I have got the hostess with the mostess, the regular and usual scheduled radio host, Miss Rachel from UK, the original Rachel. Hi, Rachel. I am good. I am good. I am good. It is a Friday. I'm glad I'm off work. I'm on the radio speaking to my peoples. I'm good. Ugh. To be honest, you know what? This week for me just kind of turned into that whole, like as if it's just like everything was just happening at the same time. People just asking me things out, yeah. It was just too much. At some point I was like, you know what? I need to go find a millionaire. But anyway, let us get actually millionaires can get broke. I'm not sure how a billionaire can get broke. So he has to be a billionaire exactly now. Exactly. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. 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 Hmm. fresh and ah, mm, yeah, mm, it cannot work. No, I know what you're talking about. No, I know. No, it cannot happen. No, no, it cannot work. It cannot work. I know myself very well, and I know I cannot just be fulfilled with just sitting down in the house and having my waking moments be about taking care of a man. It has nothing to do with, in fact, obviously, if even if it were a 50-50 partner, I'd take care of him, but I take care of him because I love him. I'm enjoying him, but I will also do it alongside things that I love doing. I cannot exist on just be like, he's my, mm, I can't sell lace. I don't know how to sell lace. I don't know lace. I can't sell lace. I can't sell gold. I can't sell. In fact, I can even hair that I like buying. I can't sell hair. Because I can't just be that cannot be my whole day. I need intellectual stimulation. I need to be drawing smart from other people that are around me and not just him. Then also, I also for some reason, because maybe it's my rebellious nature, my stubbornness, I need to reserve the right to tell him to fuck off if he does something that I don't like. And if he's the oga of me and takes care of every single of my need and I can't have my own opinion, I can't do it. Mm-mm, I can't do it. I won't survive. In fact, you will just find that. You just see me on night news, news nights, that they be saying, she, this woman, she poisoned her husband. No, suffocated him, whacked him over the head with a skillet, with a cast iron skillet, all that kind of stuff. That would be it. I can't do it. I, yeah. Mm. Women who are wise. Mm, mm. Eh, well, if I okay, well, and I'm still allowed to do what I dream about doing, even though that then ends up taking full time. It ends up it, even though it ends up meaning that I work full time. No, no, he needs occasionally he needs to be able to make dinner for himself. No, then it can't work. It can't work because the day that I'm even at home all day that I don't feel like making dinner, I won't make. And you can't force me. Anyway, yeah, let's okay. So First story of the day. This is the one that I read earlier in the week, and to be honest, it broke my heart. It really did break my heart. So this is a story about the man who um beat his pregnant, not just even pregnant, so he's in labor wife to death. He beat her and left her for dead, and and locked her in the house and fucked off for ages. So now the story goes that this guy, in fact, let me be saying this one with his real name. I want to put his proper name in there so that I don't get it wrong. Now the story says that what's his name? Okay, got it. That Chinyere Sylvia Akeleme was beaten up by her husband Obina. I hope I'm saying the name correctly. Obina Akeleme. Now it was reported that they've been married for about 6 years, and she never told her family about the domestic abuse. They never, no one ever knew. They just found that she kept losing pregnancies. I think she lost about 3 to 4 pregnancies. And when she finally got pregnant, this last time, her family was like, "Oh, you know what? Girl, come stay with us. Let's take care of you while you're pregnant. Maybe if we're at your beck and call, you won't have another miscarriage." Now, the family then, she went to go stay with her family. So because of that, she was able to keep her pregnancy right up until close to when she was to have labor, when she was to go into labor. So around that period, her husband went to the family's house and went, "Oh, you know what? You people, right now that my wife is, she's fine, she's about to have the baby. Let me carry her to hospital. She go and born picking." And he took her there. He took her to the hospital. Doctor said, "Okay, she needs to come back later on. Go get yourself ready. It's still going to be quite a while. You're not fully dilated yet." That's me just adding my own piece. So he got her home, and no one knows what happened exactly. He beat the crap out of her, a woman in labor. Yeah. Mm, yeah. Come back. Yeah. And they had an argument about money, and her husband beat her up, locked her up in the house, and fucked off for hours. Excuse my French. Fucked off for hours. When he finally came back, he found her unconscious and then rushed her to the hospital. Did not call her family because obviously he didn't want them to know what shit he pulled. And when he finally um when he finally called the family, in fact, he didn't call them. He went to their house hours later. So he took her to the hospital around 4 p.m. They'd left in the morning. They'd gone back home in the morning. He'd beaten the crap out of her. So she was there pretty much most of the day. He rushed her to the hospital around 4 o'clock. Around 8 o'clock, showed up at the family's house to tell them that their daughter's dead. Now, this man did not just kill his wife, he also killed his daughter. Now, they showed pictures of his daughter and his wife being laying in states, or in lying in states. Now, you can see the daughter that she still has. When you look at her properly, the top of her head, she still has that, that whole stain from being in the womb, the where all the sac and everything. She still has that stain. So it is just, I don't know where to begin. But Rachel, what is your thoughts on this? And what? Okay, so to add this to it was, there's, when the story now went around, there's a well-known um Facebook personality, Amanda Chisholm, who made a statement that, all these people that are saying hashtag men are trash, that they should stop saying that about all men. That obviously a woman that's been through, I think her exact words were, a girl is with an abusive man, he finally murders her and burns her. How are we gonna trend now? We are going to trend men are trash. keep leaving houses and going to sleep in dustbin. If your own man is trash, accept my sympathy and hope for a better future. My own is gold. Now, obviously, she's saying that only bitter, battered women will say men are trash. And frankly, she doesn't blame. She's talking about the hashtag that somebody started, men are trash. And she's saying that only. I think she was just saying it in general. I don't think she was saying it specifically about this person, but then I'm not sure. I didn't read the full post because her page has now been taken down. Facebook has put her on suspension. But I think considering how long she's been on suspension, it probably isn't about the story. There's other stuff going on around that. But yeah, so this is the kind of stuff that he's being faced with. Now, somebody has said the story went that her family didn't know that he was being battered. I personally, I don't know. What do you think? Do you think her family for 6 years did not know that he was kicking the crap out of their daughter? You think they didn't know? Mhm. Mm, mm, mm. Of course, she's gonna get beaten up. Mm, yeah, of course, yes. That they've mentally, yeah, grooming you. If your marriage fails, it's your fault. Mm, mm, yeah. I I'm of the mind I'm of the mind that oh wait, sorry, I need to make sure that I introduce Taiwo. Taiwo Newington, hello. Hi, how you doing? And we just have the other gentleman join. Taiwo, say hello to everyone out there. And we have been joined by the Barry Whites of the Bad Gang. Hello, Dolapo. Happy Friday. Yes, so if she talks too much, I'll mute her. Yes, so I do, and I'm going to get drunk on it. Get drunk on the power. So Taiwo, did you hear the story about the man who beat? What are your thoughts on that? Do you think her family actually knew that she was being abused? Yes, yes, she loses the pregnancies. I think about three, four. They know she lost. Yeah, they claim that they know she lost pregnancies, but that they didn't know the reason why. Now, see, this is where me I'm feeling a bit like I think they knew. Mm. Well, they told her to come and live with them. So, Dolakwa, what are your thoughts on this? Do you think her family knew? Okay. So, what happened was the woman she's been married for 6 years, and that whole time her husband has always she was a victim of domestic abuse. Her husband has always beat her, and this is all alleged, obviously. But it is said that her family didn't know that she was being abused. She lost several pregnancies. She lost I think about 3 to 4 pregnancies in that time. And when she got pregnant the last time, her family were like, you know what, my daughter will come and stay with us so that we can be taking care of you. We'll be the one doing all the wahala and everything so that this pregnancy can stay. Oh. And it was when she went into labor that the husband went to go and pick her up, took her to the hospital in the morning. The doctor was like, okay, it's going to take you still got a bit more time. Go home, go pack your baby bag, go sort yourself out, go get yourself ready for the pregnancy at the or for the birth, and we'll see you later. So they were supposed to come back. Now they got home and they had an argument about money apparently, and the husband beat the crap out of her, then went off, locked her in the house, and went off for hours. Came back maybe around 4 p.m. Found her unconscious, almost. Well, found her unconscious, and he took her to the hospital where he didn't call the family, he didn't do anything. He got her there, and then around 8 p.m. he went to the family house to go tell them that she had died. Now, the family is saying that they never knew that she suffered abuse, domestic abuse from this guy and everything. Um, Mhm. No. I'm saying that if they did know, she should never still have been with him to the point of even getting pregnant with this last child. It should never have gotten to this. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah, yeah. It's the family that will return her. Mm. It's not as straightforward as that. Mm, Mm. You know your family. Yes. Mm. Of course. Mm. Mm-mm. Mm. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Have it your way. Yeah. Mm. Well, some people are just naturally confrontational. Some people are just naturally confrontational. They can't just. They don't have to live in peace. Mm. Mm. Yeah. Mm. So maybe confrontational is not the right word. What I just mean is there's some people that they don't know how to live in a world or in an environment that is not full of fights. That's what they've grown up with. That's what they know. That's how they communicate with people. Yeah. News and boots. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. And what about the ones who will say that because what about the ones who are the I'm a man, I can do whatever I want, you know? Yeah. Mm, 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 mm. Okay, so let's move on to the next story. The time is going. I knew this was going to be an explosive one. Okay, so this is the ASUU strike, and to be honest, I don't know that much about this one. I read it very briefly, but Rachel, you're a lot more familiar with this strike story. billion, yeah. Accountability, yeah. And you haven't paid your staff either. Mm, 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 mm. You've never, yeah, they don't care if you strike. It does, it makes them very dangerous. Mm, mm-hmm, yeah. They're babysitters. MS DOS. Yes. Open the book. Yeah. And you can imagine that one now comes out with a architectural degree or Mm. Mm. Yeah. Cause. Yeah. Mm. Oh well. And you expect those kind of people to come out into the world and be able to teach the next generation and to be able to own revolutionary businesses and start revolutionary ideas. Of course not. Of course not. Mm, absolutely just. Yes, and it also makes the universities a lot more competitive because it's the university that can show that it has the interest of its students at heart, that it teaches them well, that will rise to the top, that will be the Harvards, the Columbias, the Yales, and the Stanfords, and whatnot. That is how it would work. So the students that know they want to pay money, they will carry their money to the top earning to the top universities. Mm, you need to be top. Yes, yes, but you still need the grades. Mm, yeah, and that's the key thing with that. Anyway, sorry, we've uh, we've only got 4 minutes to go, and there was still quite a whole lot of stories. So there's the mini Diezani, the Doctor Ilo Onubugu, who is the the permanent secretary in Federal Ministry of Labor and Productivity. Oh my God! The federal high courts have ordered an interim forfeiture of 664 million naira and $137,000 recovered from him. Yeah, I think it is a him. I'm like, yeah, sounds like a him. Anyway, they granted um the other was granted an instance of economic and financial crimes commission. Obviously, we know who that is. EFCC are doing their thing again. Um, it was suspected that the money were proceeds of unlawful activities, and they also granted a forfeiture of 129 million naira in possession of various staffs who worked at with the permanent secretary, and these were believed to have received as kickbacks or gratification, and and they seized the mansion. What is Ikomu quarters? I don't even know what that is. Anyway, Ikomu quarters is Sala as they got in Delta States, and a hotel in Asaba, Delta States. Um, they didn't say they were fired. They said the money was seized. Of course. Hmm. Mm, yeah. So yeah. Mm. Even right down to the children. Yeah, right at all. Anything, exactly. Exactly now. It's no, they'll say that's how you reach Canada. They say that's how you reach Canada. You do money rituals. That's how you reach Canada for day. You've been doing it for years. It's disgusting. Well, that's not the only reason though. There's also there's scientific proof to say that there is the mob mentality that affects people. When you're in a crowd, it's very easy for you to claim that you're not the one that caused the particular harm. You were just going around with the crowd. You get there's a frenzy. Yeah, yeah, I know that. I'm not saying that they might not necessarily participate in the violence, but because of the whole crowd, because of that whole mob, it's easy for them to convince themselves that, oh, they're just doing what everyone else is doing. Well, the person deserved it, or they haven't done anything particularly that bad because this many people cannot be that evil. Mm, mm, you did, yeah. For organizer from down the road. The organizer from down the road. I go show. Oh my God, guys, we are well out of time. In fact, Rachel, I've missed a few stories. Is there more that I need to that we kind of need to discuss that is so crucial? We're good. We've hashed out some difficult topics. And to think we were thinking, oh, there's nothing, no one has been behaving bad this week. We can't talk about anything. Ooh. Rachel, do you want to give us a quick headline on Steve Bannon leaving the White House? Why? What do you know? What happened? Mm, mm. Do whatever I want. Mm, hmm. Yeah, the new guy, basically. Mm. Is yeah. Mm, very well. Yes, he needs someone to blame. Yeah, of course, he's talking about Spain. Mm, mm. Of course. Yeah. Nobody will be left now. No. No, because all the English you can write is trust me, nobody does this better than I do. That's all the English you can write. Ghostwriters. Uh-uh. Mm, did. He just wanted publicity. Of course. I'll build the biggest golf course and the Scottish people will pay for it. Like it's yeah, yeah, yeah. And you know what? The other thing as well is he's now gotten there. He's realized that actually being president doesn't mean that you can do whatever the fuck you want. It actually means you have to be diplomatic. It actually means that having nuclear the nuclear code launch codes does not mean that you can fight whenever the fuck you want because they'll fire back at you and your whole family will die. He's finding very difficult to deal with. hmm He's finding it very difficult to deal with, and I think that's the biggest thing for him is that he's realizing that he can't just do whatever he wants. And the what's all the personal business that they've made it into family empire, they're now realizing that actually shit, I can't just be taking bribe to give people this skinny. There's walls listening and whatnot. Doesn't look as easy as it is. Who was the republican was it was a republican senate senator who said that the reason that Trump got in was because of the Republicans, because they opposed everything that Obama was doing. Now they're all kind of like looking like, oh my God, what happened? Let's just have Obama back, even if he's the Democrat. I can't remember his name. He's and the guy is saying that look, this is your fault. You people that you're calling yourself Republicans, they are saying no, we're all wonderful and great. First off, you gave Trump a platform to run. Secondly, you were the biggest problem that you created was because you kept blocking Obama at every bill he brought in at every turn. Now you've now seen Trump and you're thinking, okay, let's not worry about whether whose party it is. As of this moment, we just need to get rid of this fucker and make sure that he doesn't bring shit. Oh my god. Republicans, yeah. You understand, yeah. Yeah, yeah. They're either gonna join the Tea Party or they're going to set up another party. Mm, of course. PlayStation, yeah. Mm, mm, she thought. No, he's a Southie, isn't he? He's one of the ones from the South, from Kini. Yeah, they don't joke with their republicanism. Of humanity. It's not even just the side of right, on the side of humanity, because they saw past what was um mm, you, yeah, exactly. Don't put a monument up to it. It, it of course you do. Yeah, exactly. You do whitewash history. No, no, you can't. Oh, did you hear about the radio DJ that was fired for denying that Holocaust happened? Mhm. Crash of the what? Oh, Lehman Brothers. We were never Slaves were never paid reparations. The Jewish were paid reparations for the Holocaust. They were paid reparations for a lot of things. Even the oh God, I've forgotten now. My brain has just gone dead. But the blacks were never paid reparation for slaves that were stolen from their home, slaves that were brought to this country, slaves that ended up getting freed. No reparations was ever paid for the slave trade ever. Mm, mhm. And let's put in front of those plantation look-alike homes, let's put a statue of a tree and a man being hung from it. And let's show that this is what the whites did. No, yeah, go back to your country. It's like go back to Africa. Which one of the 50 countries is your evil ancestors tell us from? So if you can clarify exactly which one, and you can find me documents, maybe Abby. Only it was. Mm. Okay, guys, it is 8:30. Thank you so much for sorry, Taiwo. Cool down, Nabi. Well, guys, thank you so much for joining the show. It is now 8:30. We have gone over time. This is not the first time we've done this on Aproko Hour because, as you know, we like to talk. Join us next week, Wednesday, for the Talking Drum. And look out on our Facebook page and also on Instagram and Twitter. The handle is at VN Radio 1 for the upcoming topic on Wednesday. Thank you so much, guys. Good night. Guys, say good night to everyone. Bye.